Guys, this is David checking in from DW Fitness. So this week, it's pretty funny. I have a fun video for you guys. So I'm doing a public speaking speech today. Basically, what's happening is I'm dressed up right now. So this is underneath, I have a Trojan costume. I'm repping USC, my alma mater, and I'm gonna be giving a public speech. So I'm gonna record the whole thing for you guys. It's gonna be a meeting. All of these people are professionals in their older age. And I'm just going for it. So, it's about 7 p.m. Here we go. Alright guys, so I'm on my break now. I'm gonna grab the tripod, I forgot it, so I need to film this.
The title is Fight On, which makes me believe you must have something to do with UCLA. Kidding. Joining us are fighting Trojan with his icebreaker, which is going to be 4 to 6 minutes long. Please welcome Deathly David Hangman tonight.
5 to 7.
It's 5 to 7. Okay.
You guys really think I didn't have a costume? All right. Fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. There's a story behind this. I work out sometimes. So, fitness is one of my biggest passions. These past few years, I'm dressed up as a Trojan today because these past few years at USC have been some of the most fulfilling years of my life. See, growing up, I was one of the most insecure kids. I was bullied immensely. Growing up, I went through depression, suicidal thoughts. One of the most vivid incidences in my life was when I was in middle school, around 12 years old. During this time, I remember that day, I was at a tennis camp. It was the second to last day of the camp. I remember a bully coming up behind me, choking me, strangling me, pulling me to the floor. At this time, I still remember calling for help that day, with all the members around me, being ridiculed. No one helped me. People were smirking and laughing. That day, I went home in tears, and that day, I began spiraling into depression. The following day, I remember coming back to camp and being mocked. This cycle continued throughout my younger years. And I began to spiral into deeper and deeper depression. At the time in my life, I became obsessed with video games, addicted completely. I would come home from school. In complete addiction, I would just go to my computer, lock myself in my room, and play video games the entire day. My only form of catharsis was punching things, breaking things. One day, I came home. Out of anger at the night, I punched a wall and I broke my hand. In immense pain, I went to the hospital that night. And I remember that night thinking to myself, if I did not find an outlet, some sort of healthy outlet, I would never have a positive impact or make a significant contribution to this world. That day was a turning point in my life. At that time, I had begun developing an interest in fitness and health. I knew that if I went the wrong route, if I took drugs, if I did that, I would ruin myself and eventually destroy myself. I had seen people who were passionate about fitness and health. I had seen how they had followed that and achieved confidence in many aspects of life, success, positivity. They could bring that positivity to others. And so I began pursuing it. At 12 years old, around that age, I began just working out in my room. I quit my video game addiction. I began just doing push-ups. I had a single push-up set. I still remember it was called the perfect push-up set. Well, not so much. I ended up getting injured in that process. I used to just time myself for an hour in my room, doing push-ups upon push-ups upon push-ups, thinking that would help me. And I had one set of dumbbells. Obviously, this was very naive because I ended up getting very injured in the process, developing tendinitis. I was also so weak when I was younger that I had to wear braces on both my knees because I couldn't run without pain. I went through physical therapy to obtain better strength, and after that, I began pursuing fitness more and more. I learned and learned throughout the years, and finally I entered USC, which began the start of one of the most fulfilling journeys in my life these past 4 years. I developed a massive passion for fitness and began following it with my heart. I didn't drink, didn't do drugs, focused on the journey. Every day, I would go in and train with passion, focus, and intensity. And those days were the best days of my life. I developed the feeling of chills every time I trained, a passion. And I began to develop confidence in multiple aspects of life. Physically, I began feeling more confident. Socially as well. Being one of the skinniest and weakest kids when I was younger, fitness brought me so much confidence. And I just began to grow and grow and grow. Looking back today, I see those instances with bullying as blessings in disguise. Our struggles, see, can be blessings in disguise. But we make that choice. See, bullying for me could have been a destroying experience. But today, it's been one of the best experiences that I look back upon because it helped me grow. It helped to motivate me. Without those struggles, I wouldn't be able to appreciate where I am today. Currently, I'm represented by one of the top fitness agencies now. This year, I was signed, and I'm training clients in West LA, my own business. Small business, but it's just starting since graduating. And I'm looking to just continue to grow in as many aspects of life as I can. I'm here today at Toastmasters to continue improving my public speaking skills. I remember giving a speech when I was younger, very young. I remember giving it to a chapel, hundreds of people, and it was a speech competition. Martin Luther King. Funny how table topics was last week. But I gave that speech, I have a dream. And I remember how powerful it was because there was a lady who teared in the audience. And I've always remembered that sense. I've always wanted to improve my speaking skills since. But as I grew and during that time of bullying, I became socially anxious. And today I'm here to continue improving. Also, I'm here to continue sharing my story, to inspire others. This past year, I was able to share it through Discovery and other blogs, through interview format. And I hope to share it on a bigger stage. Ultimately, I want to share that if you believe, you can achieve. Happy Halloween, fellow Toastmasters. Fight on.
Very inspirational. Take a moment, write a note for David.
Thanks so much. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. All right, what's good, guys? So we just got home. It's an amazing Halloween so far. Just finished the Toastmasters speech and won Best Speaker. So couldn't ask for a better speech time. And that's the start of my speaking journey. So finished that. Now, still dressed up as a Trojan. Off to Barbell Brigade to do some training. It's almost midnight, but gotta get it in.